I mean, you can understand why a team sort of instinctively drops deeper when they're playing against Lionel Messi, can't you, JJ? Who you said halfway through the game, you said you feel that Messi is going to win the World Cup now.
It feels like the whole thing's been built around Messi winning it because it makes certain tournaments look better.
Right.
If he does. It feels a bit like that. I mean, obviously that's not... It
Sure.
can't be what's really happening.
But do you, I mean, this isn't necessarily analysis, but do you feel it that he's going to win?
I feel that there's some sort of thing going on, good vibes. I think it's vibes. That people who just want Messi to win it, it would just be really good if he won it. It would cement his place as the greatest ever. It would be
Again,
nice.
that thing about legacy, where you describe things about legacy rather than what's actually happening in front of your eyes.
You tell him, Carl, what's happening in front of your eyes?
Well, what's happening in front of our eyes is we've seen Messi take over games in the knockout stages, which he did very well in 2014 without necessarily scoring goals, but he now is pressing the button and going to hero mode. I mean, should we just eulogize about that assist, shall we?
Do it.
It's absolutely absurd.
It seemed like the whole world sort of turned around him, didn't it?
Yes. So the original view you see and the one we saw on broadcast, it's very much described as a no-look pass. It's one, passing ambition, two, passing vision, passing intelligence as well, to be able to funnel, I can only really describe it as funnel the ball between Nathan Ake's legs and understand that the other person will receive it right at that correct amount of time. Is the sort of pass that I think Adam Crafton tweeted, there's thousands of people in the football stadium, yet only Lionel Messi would be able to see that pass. And there's the sort of spider tactical view from up top where you can see it as well, and from the area where he's collecting the ball. And you watch it 3 or 4 times and you go, how did he see that? There's a little bit where he almost feints to make the first pass and takes another touch. And I'm not a particularly good football player. I'm not a particularly good passer of the ball. My eyes aren't very good and I wear contact lenses. But I would like to imagine the feint allowed him that extra millisecond of a time to go, there he is, if I hit it into that space at that point in time.
It does seem like that, because there was a moment also in I think it was in extra time, where I remember Martin Keown on the co-coms today saying, oh, there he is in that space again, he loves that space, which was the space in front of the box, in front of the centre-backs and behind the midfielders, in the little area. But when you then looked at it from the spider cam afterwards in the replay, there's no time at all. There's like less than a second, and he manages 2 touches and a shot, which is deflected wide. But I think if it wasn't deflected, it was going to be a goal. I think when you're watching it from the broadcast angle, it almost gives the impression that there is more space than there is. And you see that next angle, and there's none.
Do you think one of the things Messi does really well?
Football
He does very well.
Yeah.
He plays football to a really high standard.
Yeah.
He changes the speed of a game. So, you always have this 1-2 punch where, we talked about the pass, the disguise, the vision to see it also. But, he has these little touches where the speed of the game just changes really dramatically to the point where it seems to create a bit of a fracture in the play ahead of him. So all the defenders kind of have that, oh my God, Messi's doing something, kind of feeling all at once. And then the pass comes in like a knife towards the penalty box. And when you think about it and you go back through his career, Messi is not he's... Listen to everything I'm about to say.
I'm listening. The first bit. I'm listening.
But he's not skillful in a kind of self-indulgent way. He doesn't go through players, doesn't go past players with roulettes and kind of flick-flacks.
He's not a 5-star FIFA player.
This is it. He just does...
One of his most common trick moves is the croqueta, which is... The croqueta? Which is where you just knock it between your ankles.
Double tap.
And it's kind of... It's changes of speed, not necessarily kind of... It's not illusion, is it? And his balance is so good, his center of gravity is so low that it's very, very difficult to respond quickly to that, because he goes. It's like changing cars in a gear, changing gears in a car, but going from 2 to 5 in...
It's playing with time. Like I've said before, it's that he operates in a slightly different time to everyone else. So everyone else operates as though they've got animations, so they have to fill out the animation. Exactly, but he just operates outside of that, so then you can't react because it's not what you possibly could expect, because it's not what the animation's meant to do.
Hey, so David in the chat makes a really good point. He said it's skill for function, not style, and that's a really, really good way of putting it. That's exactly what I mean. Yeah.
He's got a poet's eye and a comedian's
Good for you, David. Well done.
If you liked today's video, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you did like it, you might be interested in How to Watch Football, Tifo's illustrated book. It's 52 rules for understanding the beautiful game on and off the pitch, and it is the perfect holiday gift. How to Watch Football is out now in stores and online. See the link in the description to find out more, and thank you for watching today's video.